Children, let's learn about the story of numbers. Have it ever come to your mind that how the numbers have originated? How the people used to count in early ages? And what are the different ways they adopted to count the things? So let's try to learn these things in this new chapter, that is story of numbers. See, humans have been counting out from since old ages. When in the earlier times they use sticks or pebbles जो पत्थर होते हैं छोटे छोटे, या seeds is for counting. So one stick used to represent 1, 2 sticks are used to represent 2, 3 sticks used to represent 3, and so on. This even later on they started using sounds for counting, like for 1 they use the sound of a, for 2 they use the sound of b, and so on. But these sounds are only 26, so there are, which is very limited in number, so they need to more things to count. So generally they used to count with the help of sticks or pebbles. The Romans, they have a different method of counting. The number I represents 1, number 2 eyes represent number 2, 3 eyes represent number 3, I and V is used to represent number 4, and so on. This method is very common among Europeans, and they use it very widely to count the numbers. But in the Indian system we have the numbers 0 to 9, which we are using nowadays. The numbers which the number 0 to 9, they have been originated in India only. Earlier only dot was used to represent the digit 0, but now the digits 0 to 9 have been originated in India about 2000 years ago, and these digits include the digit 0. 0 is used to represent nothing. The way we write today using the digits 0 to 9 has been developed only in India. From India, these numerals they traveled to Arab countries, Arab world. There this method was popularized by the Arab mathematician, that is Al-Khwarizmi. He used these numbers 0 to 9 to represent different digits. From Arab world, these Hindi numerals they were transmitted to Europe. Since they have come to Europe from the Arab, so they were all earlier called as Arabic numerals. European called them Arabic numerals. Later in the 17th century, Europeans started using these numerals widespreadly, and they are helped them in different scientific progress. Earlier methods of countings were used to count the quantity of food or to track how much food they had gathered or hunted, और द नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स इन देयर लाइफ स्टॉक कि उनके पास कितनी बकरियां हैं, या टू काउंट दैट नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स इन देयर हर्ड, और फॉर ट्रेड ऑफ गुड्स, टू कीप द ट्रैक ऑफ द टाइम, that is when will the events like new moon, full moon, or change of seasons will occur. The zero in mathematics has a great value. With the help of zero, we are able to count the number in the scientific notations also. So this zero has gained the place in the place value system. Earlier Hindi numerals are these. This is used to represent 1. This is used to represent 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. In the Hindu scriptures, you will even find these digits, like in Ramayana or Mahabharata. These digits are used to represent the different numbers. Imagine we are living in a stone age and around 10,000 years ago, and suppose we have to count the number of cows in a herd. Then what method we will use? What methods are used? And to count whether all the cows has returned to their place or not. To find the answers to these questions, the people used stones. You can see the stones. For each cow, they use one stone, and when the cows are returning, they keep stone. For one cow, they used one stone, for two, they used two, and so on. And this helped them to count whether all the cows had returned to their place or not. So, this method of mechanism of counting using the objects, this mechanism help them to know whether all the cows has returned. They sometimes they even use sticks to count the number of cows, which can be, and same with the help of sticks they will be able to know if any cow has gone missing or not. Now one stick represents one, two sticks represents two cows, and so on. Three represents three cows, and so on. This mechanism of counting is known as one-to-one mapping. The second method of counting was using sounds or names. So instead of objects, the standard sequence of sounds or names were used. For example, we use the sounds of the letters of any language. Like here A represents 1, B 2, 3, C 3. But this use of these sounds has a limitation, as there are only 26 letters in the English alphabet. Then they use the symbols, like we know the Roman numbers. So 1 is represented by one eye, 2 is represented by two eyes, 3 with three eyes, 4 with 1 and 4, and so on. So this this method of counting is used by Romans. So this is known as Roman number system. This number system is widespread in Europe, and the people used to count mostly in with the help of this system. Now what is a number system? So as we have already discussed, the objects that need to be counted by collection of pebbles or stones, or one-to-one mapping where one stick is used for counting one cow, or in the end the total number of stones are counted to find out whether all the cows has returned to the herd or not. Body parts are also widespread used in many parts of the world. Like fingers, they are used to represent different numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. There are 10 fingers, so they can count the different objects with the help of these 10 fingers. However, this is how a group of people in Papua New Guinea used and still use their body parts to count the numbers. Even we have seen the young children, they count with the help of the lines which are on their fingers to add the objects. Children, you are already familiar with the tally marks, where one stick is used to represent one number, and 5 sticks they make a bunch, and that we represent to count 5 objects. The basic numerals used in Roman number system are 1, I is used to represent 1, V is used to represent 5, X is used to represent 10, L is used to represent 50, C is used to represent 500, D is used to represent 500, and M is used to represent 1000. Now suppose we have to write 27. So for that we use 2x, 1v and 2i. So this represents 27. Then there is numbers to the base of 10. This triangle represents 5 raised to the power 0, that is 1. Square represents 5 raised to the power 1, that is 5. This hexagon represents 5 raised to the power 2, that is 25. And circle represents 5 raised to the power 3, that is 125. This wavy line used to represent 5 raised to the power 4, 625. And this is 5 raised to the power 5, that is 3125. This is Egyptian number system, where we have a different type of symbols. This system was used in 3000 BCE. In this, 1 represents by I. This inverted U is used to represent 10. This symbol is used to represent 10 square, and so on. So this is all given in your book. You can go through from your book. Dear children, you have to make a project report on these. I hope you have understood the lesson and complete the project on this.